During the court proceedings, the lawyer representing the Enforcement Directorate, ASG Raju, emphasized that the investigation concerning the petitioner is still ongoing and in its early stages. He clarified that the petitioner has been arrested at the outset of the investigation when it is still in its initial phases. Raju further pointed out that many of the arguments presented seem to assume that the charge sheets have already been filed, which is not the case. This indicates that the legal proceedings are still in progress and that the conclusion should not be drawn prematurely. Quickly getting in Himanshu, but Himanshu, what is your reading of this big development today? Of course, Arvind Kejriwal's lawyer challenging the arrest and the custody in which Arvind Kejriwal is for the last couple of weeks. He's also questioned the timing of the arrest that the Enforcement Directorate has made of Arvind Kejriwal, obviously raising questions on the BJP, which is as per Arvind Kejriwal and his counsel, allegedly using Enforcement Directorate for attacking and disintegrating Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, if this is the case, Megha, then why is it that the court disallowed the Aam Aadmi Party's petition to grant him that he should not be arrested? They appealed in the court 15 days ago. It's only after that, on that particular morning, the 9th summons was served. The first summons was served somewhere in October last year, and the 9th now. On the 9th summon, when they moved court, the court, on seeing the documents with ED, said, we cannot grant this, that he may not be arrested. And after that, he was arrested.
Right.
So, having no material stands no ground. And as far as timing is concerned, had he replied to the first summons and appeared himself, gone to the ED's office and appeared himself, things would have been much, much, much different. And, very clearly I can see is, in a court of law, political arguments don't stand, man. Whatever you do, however big you may be, you are a chief minister, all right. But then I'm a common man, I'm a citizen. Will I get the same facility? I will also not get it. It's as simple as that. Every citizen of this country is entitled for certain things, and that is what Arvind Kejriwal is. Just because he's a CM, he's not entitled for that.
Okay.
I will also, when it's a
Himanshu, the big question, obviously, everyone is waiting with bated breath. Is Arvind Kejriwal be given the bail? Will his plea be accepted by the Delhi High Court?
Well, I don't foresee, because this is a very early stage. And he's in a judicial custody. He's not in ED's custody. See, after 10 days of custody, ED wanted to send him to judicial custody. So it's something like, you telling the court, I'm in your custody, let me go out, and I will not pilfer with the witnesses, I will not pilfer with the evidences and other things.
Okay.
And the history has proved something different in the past.
Okay, all right.
So many laptops
got quickly a response from you. With the arguments that have been put forth in front of the judges in the Delhi High Court, Abhishek Manu Swingvi speaks about how this is allegedly disintegration of the Aam Aadmi Party. He's questioned about the timing of the arrest and the custody that has been granted to the Enforcement Directorate of Arvind Kejriwal. He's spoken about how Arvind Kejriwal is not being allowed to campaign for his party right ahead of the election. How does this argument play out in the court, and will this influence the judges to allow for Arvind Kejriwal to be given relief from the Enforcement Directorate's custody?
Well, is it me?
It's for Gautam.
Will, of course, take its own learned stance, but to my mind, all of this is besides the point in terms of the PMLA case that he is currently being held for. One part of it, which is evident in terms of the money trail, is some 40 crores paid via Hawala to various parties in Goa. Now, this has been more or less established. One of the things that the Aam Aadmi Party has been saying, where's the money, who's got it? The person who was let out after 6 months just now was held for just 2 crores, which was allegedly given to him by one of the liquor scam people.
Right.
Now, here you've got a money trail for 40 crores, and more is being worked on, particularly on the side of the monies paid for the Punjab elections. Now, when all of this comes together, how does Kejriwal expect to campaign and run his party when he is the kingpin, the mastermind, and the person who has directed everybody else to do what they have?
Exactly, that's the allegation of the government, whose case is at this point of time being fought by the Additional Solicitor General Raju. And quickly getting one more update on our screens, the ASG has now clarified during the hearing that Arvind Kejriwal's current custody is pursuant to the 3rd remand order, which he did not challenge. Now, he highlighted that Arvind Kejriwal had not opposed the remand during the previous instances, indicating a form of acquiescence and waiver on his part. The Additional Solicitor General has also argued that Arvind Kejriwal's challenge should be rejected on these very grounds, emphasizing that the inconsistencies in his stance regarding the remand orders. Joyita, quickly a response from you. Obviously, the technicalities right now are being played out, are being discussed and dissected. What the Additional Solicitor General, who is representing the Government of India, is saying that Arvind Kejriwal did not raise questions or challenge the custody, that the remand that was appealed, that was demanded by the Enforcement Directorate. So, on these very grounds, there is no case for Arvind Kejriwal to be granted bail.
Well, we are not lawyers, Megha, and obviously we will not be able to comment on, on the nitty-gritties and the intricacies of the law. It's only the lawyers who can comment. But broadly, what we can talk about is, you see, how many summons did Kejriwal get? 9 summons. Okay, now, just as he is saying, I was arrested primarily to ensure that I am not able to campaign. Now, there is another argument that is doing the rounds, and that also, just as Kejriwal is trying to give an emotional, a political argument to his case, there is another, I would say, political argument that is doing the rounds, that Kejriwal timed the appearance before the ED in a manner so that he gets arrested at the last minute, just before the elections happen. And there is going to be a widespread sympathy, because of which AAP will sweep at least Delhi. Okay, I mean, it's a different matter. AAP supporters are talking about, they are going to sweep wherever they are contesting. That's a different issue altogether. But what about that argument? That argument is also a political argument. So the whole point is that, and now it seems what has happened, now with not seeing any sympathy whatsoever for him on the ground, and that is what even the opinion polls are saying, that people are not really bothered. So as a result of it, what is happening now, all this drama is happening. But I'm not going to say this is correct. But what I'm saying is that this narrative is also happening. So which of the true is correct? I would tend to agree with Mr. Bhatt when he says, will the common person, will somebody who is arrested under these provisions, will that person get any special treatment?
Okay, interesting. Yes.
Is for that matter, that ex-chief minister of Jharkhand, is he getting any special concessions? Okay, I mean, I'm not getting into the sympathy factor, whether he's going to get any sympathy because of his arrest or not. But anyway, that man also, I mean, resigned from his chief ministership, and Kejriwal hasn't even done that.
No, but the question arises, Hemant Soren did not even appeal that he be allowed to run office from the jail. Meanwhile, in opposition, what the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal has demanded is as per law, that Arvind Kejriwal, as the Chief Minister of Delhi, can run office from behind bars. And that is the argument that is being put forth by Aam Aadmi Party and their leaders. Himanshu Bhatt, the point that was being raised by Joyita right now was about the public sympathy that Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party are hoping to get from the people of Delhi and from the people of the country. Is this a double-edged sword that the BJP has found itself stuck in?
It's not BJP that has found itself stuck in, It's, I'll say, AAP has found itself stuck in that. Because what's exactly happening is, you are seeing from last 15 days, 10 days of ED custody. So much of hoopla and so much of hulla-gulla. Then you have letters mysteriously appearing from the ED office. First to a couple of ministers and then Sunita Kejriwal sits on the same chair where CM Arvind Kejriwal used to sit. And reading about a message, trying to get the sympathy of the Delhiites. Has it worked? You see it on 31st.
We don't know if it has worked. I don't know what the public opinion of the people of Delhi is. Are they convinced that Arvind Kejriwal and his group of leaders, group of cabinet members are involved in this alleged liquor scam? Or is this a witch hunt by the Enforcement Directorate, as Aam Aadmi Party alleges? Or is there a legitimate corruption charge that is being made by the investigative agency? I think that only time will tell after the elections get over and the results are announced.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.